Hey everybody, good evening. Again, I do no countdown when I fill in for Tom because it would be wrong to switch things up on you. But I do have to get all comfortable and everything. See what's happening up in Gina? It's raining. It doesn't look like much, but I'll show you on radar what's going on. It's nothing crazy, but I always like to grab a camera view of something kind of cool happening, and we have some rain there on the left and right side of the screen and right over the camera, and then as you look straight ahead, we don't have much going on at all. So what's going on with Tom and the squirrel? Well, Tom was about to go live. He had all his stuff set up here, and a squirrel, as if you live in Louisiana, I think this is a pretty common problem. A squirrel got onto that transformer, and the squirrel didn't make it, so it knocked out Tom's power. Not a good end for the squirrel, but you get me for this evening. And what a beautiful view. What a difference, 50 miles makes from Rapides Hospital up to Gina. Good evening. How y'all doing? So it's looking nice here in town. We did have some rain move through earlier, had some heavier showers in some spots, and once again at my house, just a few drops. So I've been dodging it consistently. Oh, wait a second. Is that what I think it is? Winter weather advisories. I haven't seen these all winter. So for southern Wyoming, and it looks like, oh, that's a frost advisory, but a winter weather advisory up in the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, there's snow. Oh my goodness. We're getting to that time of year though, and you can see here, we're getting to that time of year where we see tornado and severe thunderstorm watches. Not quite down here just yet, but we're seeing that up into Arkansas and Oklahoma with lots of action up that way. We'll see action here tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be quite as impressive as what they're seeing. So this is that shower I was just showing you approaching the Gina camera, and it's right over top of it right now. But here in Alexandria, not much going on. Not much going on in the area right now. And today we ended up with about our 50% coverage. And I think tomorrow we still are all looking for the rain. It poured there, Miss Linda? Yes, I'm definitely switching things up. I mean, if that squirrel... It met its untimely demise on Tom's transformer at his house, and I don't know how long he'll be out of power, but I am always willing to pinch hit when possible. 93 degrees up in Shreveport, 81 in Monroe. The difference is one of them saw rain, one did not. 87 in Alexandria, 80 down in Lake Charles. So the temperature is just being changed by who saw rain, who didn't. 86 degrees, 6 p.m. We're down in the mid-70s at midnight. It's not going to cool off much tonight because we have all that moisture streaming in. We actually have a storm system and a front and all that. We're still going to cool off. Tom did get his 7-day done, so we have that updated in the forecast, and I'll give you details on that in a second. So we have two areas we're watching in the tropics right now. We have three with Gabrielle. I'll show you where these are here in just a second. There goes Gabrielle, still looking really impressive. Category 3, let's see, it's at 130, so it is still a Category 3 storm, strong Category 3. Down here, we're seeing two areas, and these are going to kind of interact and might cause some issue for each other. I don't think these make it to the eastern seaboard here. I don't think they hit the mainland United States, but the one on the left here possibly could end up posing a bit of a threat to the Carolinas. So I'll be kind of watching that, but I really, for our purposes here, I don't see anything tropically speaking. But Gabrielle, just a quick hit here, 130 mile per hour winds moving on toward the northeast, so that is still borderline Category 4, down to a 3, 2, 1, and then it just turns into an extra tropical or mid-latitude cyclone, low pressure, and it moves inland there again, makes landfall over Portugal. So it could bring some rain and wind to Europe if you have a big trip planned. And actually, I have a friend who's flying to London today, so you might have that kind of trip planned. We have an enhanced risk, a level 3 of 5. Haven't seen one of these in the south in a while. Up there from Fort Smith back through Tulsa, Oklahoma. So today's threat is to the north. Tomorrow that sinks to the south. Marginal risk from the Ohio Valley down through most of Louisiana. And what I think we're going to see is pretty much this right here. So here goes today's stuff. We put that in motion. That goes away. Scattered showers and storms pop up around 11 o'clock tomorrow. That front's going to be settling in. So the northern storms, the ones coming in along the front, should be weakening. We'll start to see new development pop up, and then things kind of come together right over our area, right over central Louisiana. By about 3 p.m., about 5 or 6 o'clock, that becomes a squall line, moves to the southeast, and I think it probably starts to weaken a little bit into the evening. So this is going to be one of those things where I think we see a few warnings. Your main threat is going to be from isolated damaging wind, about a half an inch to 2 inches of rain for most, and I think Thursday is looking a little drier, especially as we get later in the day. So the 7-day forecast shows a 60% chance chance on Thursday. That's mainly the southern half of the area, and that's mainly going to be in the morning. So I don't think we see a lot of rain there. It looks gorgeous for the weekend. God bless you, Tom. You went for a 59 there. I love it. Sunday, looks like we're going to be going to church, and maybe you want long sleeves on. You can do that if it's 59. Now, it's going to be 88 degrees for a high, so it's going to get pretty toasty during the day, but we're not going to see a lot of humidity. Up to 90 by Tuesday. Overnight lows nice and comfy there, and it doesn't look like we're going to see much in the way of rain. Now, at the end of September, your average high is about 85, so seeing above normal temperatures into early October, that could mean mid to upper 80s, so it's not always a crazy bad thing, but we might see some low 90s sticking around, and I don't think we see anything really big coming in the form of rainfall or tropical systems. So we need the rain. We don't want the tropical stuff. So I guess we'll take the good with the bad, Literally tiny rain here in Gina. Yeah, that looked like that on the camera. I mean, I'll go back to it. It looked like there were just some tiny drops falling. Let's see if it's changed at all. And this is down closer to Trout, I guess. Yeah, I'll bet there's a rainbow somewhere. Oh, my goodness. You know what I need to do? I mean, since I'm live, I might as well do this. I never just linger like this, so it doesn't matter. We've got time. You don't have to stick around, but I'd love for you to, because let's scan the skies here, and it's going to be a little bit of a delay as to what it shows you, but I would imagine, I'll bet later on we're going to get a rainbow out of this. Yeah, I'm going to point the camera toward I'll point it in the right direction here. Okay, I'm going to be watching it, but I think we're going to get a rainbow out of that, and I'll share a screenshot if I do. But I'm going to get out of here for today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Tomorrow's the rainy day. After that, things are pretty